Hey guys, this is Atsuma Kareen, and today we're going to have a quick gameplay video of Pure Pool on the PlayStation 4. This is a pool simulator, as you might have guessed, and I've been enjoying it so far, so I thought I'd give my thoughts briefly on this as a means to hopefully get back into the whole commentary thing. I have actually tried to film a series of something else, and I don't think it really came out that well, but that might have helped me anyway get back into it a bit, and now hopefully we might have something a bit more YouTube worthy. Just gotta wait for it to play out the opening sequence here. And now we're at the table. So, let's see what we can do for our opening shot. Whee! Sorry, I just had to do that. Right, okay. You've got a few different options here. My games is just basically quick, like a quick game where you can just set things up very quickly. Players is just a set of the well, there's different options. You've got local players, which is all the computer players, and any DNA you've downloaded, which I'll talk about in a minute. All players is just everything. Friends is people you play with, obviously, and all players. Yeah, these are all the players who are online at the moment. Smile, you're on YouTube. But yes, back to what I was saying about the DNA. You can download players' DNA and play against them. Now, I don't really know how it works this out, whether it bases it on the stats of the players as how they perform against you or what, but it is interesting, that's for sure. Career mode, that's the bread and butter of the game. I've beaten the amateur mode of each so far, hoping to beat the others eventually. Rankings, that's pretty standard, world rankings. I haven't played online, so I'm not going to be there. Profile. Yep, that's just a summary of what I've done. Those accolades are basically the most recent ones you've earned, I think. And I haven't played yet today, so that's why it's blank. All the various stats you can see there on the screen. Game type, you can pick which game type is your favourite. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure. Skill level, you just set your skill level cues. You unlock these as you level up. I'm currently at talented rank, as you can see when you wait. Level 26 for skilled, and then obviously different other ranking levels for those. Base colour, you can change your base. I'll get rid of that because I don't like that colour really anyway. I don't know why that was set like that. Table skin, you can have clean, pure pool, ripstone, voodoo, sorry. Big sky infinity, pure chess, rainbow and starscape. I must admit I didn't see those two before. I didn't notice there was like a progress bar on the side there. We'll keep it on clean. Options, blah blah blah. Cinematics, just all that means is when you have the winning shot, basically it will show a cinematic. That's the only thing it does. I actually thought, to be fair, it would stop the computer players from, you know, having the, seeing the computer players' shots or speed us along. Accolades, you get various different things. I'm not going to go too much into specifics of what each one of them are. You can see them as I'm going through. They vary from things like winning so many games without fouling, to winning with so many balls left on the table, to so many online matches, and so on. Challenges, there's set challenges you can do for each of these. And you can change which type you want. Yep. Extras. Well, that's unusual. Oh, has that just closed the game? What's happened? Wow. I guess we're going to have to start again. Be right back. Okay, take two. Sorry about that. We won't look at that again. That's just DLC and stuff. Help just tells you what you need, need to know about different modes, hints and tips on how to play, and the credits. Okay, let's actually play some pool then and discuss the game. You've got various different types. Most of these are unlocked on this difficulty. We'll just start with a regular US 8-ball match. Okay, I get to break off. So basically what I want to do is try, if I can, to pop the ball off, some of the balls off the break, other than the black, evidently. And I tend to find doing a lot of topspin usually helps with that. There we go. Couple of balls. Okay, so basically to shoot you have to pull back on the right stick and then push forward to shoot, and based on how far you pull it back and how far quickly you push it forward will determine your power. I don't seem to have much on, do I? No. using the square button allows you to stand up and look around the table. Fine aim. I don't tend to use that actually. I tend to be alright with it as it is, but it's a nice option. And it's changed back to pink, hasn't it? Oh, flipping heck. So here's a good thing about this. You can actually change on the fly. Could you just imagine if you did this in real life? Hold on a second, ref. I want to change the colour of the baize. You just have to rip it from underneath the balls and then put it back, you know, because that would work, yeah. But I'm going to have to try plant shot, which, yeah, the aiming aid is... Wait a minute. Am I in a different... What's happened here? The aiming aid should at least get to that ball, shouldn't it? Oh, I'm on pro, that's why. Oh, I'm on... Oh, right, that's why. Now I'm on pro, the aiming aid's disappeared. Okay, this is new, I haven't done this yet. Because normally it would at least go to that ball. Oh, well, that was rubbish, wasn't it? Oh, well, there you go. There's no substitute for fluke, is there? I don't think I can pot that. No. There are two of those, but... Oh, God. Couldn't really do much there. I'll have to play it on amateur so I can play a bit better, I think. I must admit that took me by surprise. I suppose he's now going to clear the table. But no, I really do like this game anyway. I think I prefer Pool Nation, which is a downloadable game on the 360 or the PS3. Just because of the sheer amount of crazy shots you can pull off on that, because it'll tell you every last thing that you can do with the aiming aid. Whereas here it tells you the bare minimum, evidently. God in heaven, I am rusty. Well, I say rusty, I've only played it a few days ago, but no, I do really like this game at any rate. And like I said, this is the first time I've seen this on Pro, so I didn't realise it was going to be that difficult. So I'm probably going to lose. I do think, though, I do kind of wish they gave you the option to skip the shots, because that can get really tedious, especially when you see the computer clear up and it takes them ages to do so. Because you know that the computer knows what it's going to do, in this case foul, and you've got to wait for him to faff about. I don't know if that'd be the right one to hit. We'll go for one of these, I think. Yeah, let's go for an easy one because I need some confidence boost, don't I? Okay. Should be able to get the next one in as well. I mean, even on amateur difficulty, long pots can be tricky. I don't want to go for that. Long pots can be tricky even on amateur, to be fair. Oh, God. I'm embarrassing myself. But, no. It's definitely tricky. I bet on Pro, not Pro, Master, it'll be impossible. Based on this so far. But one thing that puzzled me is that even on amateur you get to play the master computer players who pretty much clear up all the time anyway. But here obviously I'm playing the amateurs again who are hitting wrong balls and stuff. I don't really understand the design choice there, I must admit. Not really sure what that's about, but I suppose given that you don't have an aiming aid it can be a bit better. There we go. It was fairly straight though, so that was easy. Hopefully I'll win this, it would be nice. There we go. And now we just need the black. And as you'll see, the lights dim. The tension you can cut through with a knife. He walks up to the table. He goes to take a shot. Will he win this match? Will he? Yes, he does. That basically is a spoiler alert, really, isn't it? It ruins it. Maybe I should turn it off for the next game just to see. And I got a few different accolades there. 3 in a row, 3 pots in a row, 2 off the break. I don't know what the whistle means. B and C is like the length from the shot length, that's it. And obviously the other ones win a game. So we've won that one and we got all 3 stars, that's lovely. So for the sake of seeing different modes I'm going to move on to 9 ball now. And there is an easy way of winning in 9 ball, which you don't have in 8 ball. And would you look at that? Seriously. I had no idea that was going to happen. That's how you win in 9-ball easily. You just pop the 9. As long as you hit the ball that you're on first, and then knock the 9 in after it, without obviously potting the white or something, you win it. Yeah. So that was quick. Okay, let's go back to amateur rank, and I'll show you some of the other modes now. Speed pot. And we'll have a much better aiming aid, thank the Lord. So, let's just whack these forward. Well, whack the white forward anyway. And we basically have 1 minute and 20, at least for the 3-star rank, to get all the balls in. As you can see, this aiming aid is far better, because it's amateur difficulty. I must admit, I didn't know that was coming when I first started. And the idea here is just to pot as many balls as you can, as quickly as you can. Probably going to get her in half, but I'm not too bothered. The time constraint. Oh, I missed. Wow. The time constraint on this is quite lenient, I think. So, you know. And pop the other few balls. See, I can pop when I've got an aiming aid. Oh dear. How am I going to get that one in? Let's see if we can double it. Nope. We put it too far to the left. As you can see, we've got plenty of time, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't think that's going to go in because I hit it too softly. Let's finish it off. There we go. That's a decent mode, I suppose, and it does get pretty challenging later on. You do have to be very accurate with your shots. Perfect potter. Do 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 do. Sorry. That version was more akin to Rich Alvarez's version in his Harry Potter and the something or other that he used to do. He used to do a spoof of it anyway. And in this you've got a pot. Oh, well, I failed already. The idea is to basically not miss, and I just failed. So I'll just quickly try that again because I failed so early. Oh! Oh god, I do love these games. Okay, let's try and do a bit better this time. I have actually cleared the table on this mode. You actually get a trophy for it, which I'll show you in a minute for those of you who are remotely interested in trophies. I think that's a bit soft, but we'll be okay. In this version, I've not got to pot too many because it's one of the earlier challenges in the set. Later on, you do have to pot like 11 or 12 or 15, and it does get a bit trickier. Oh, that's not good, is it? We have to get that one in at the far end, I think. And I missed. Okay, fair enough. You've seen what it's like, so I don't think I really need to show that again. Now we've got... Oh, wrong way. Checkpoint. Which, to be honest, is more or less the same as speed pot, except for one subtle difference. You get a lower timer, and you have to pop within the time. But each shot you get in, you actually get more time. And it's like 7 seconds, I think. I didn't really see it that time, but I think it's 7 seconds. Yep, 7 seconds. And you've just got to go as quickly as you can, hence why I say it's so similar to speed pot anyway. And pop them all. And once again you have target times, which are shown at the beginning of each challenge, and the amount you've got to pot. And I've just got the 3-star again. Okay. Killer. This in Pool Paradise, which is on the GameCube, and it might be on the PS2 as well, I'm not sure, but the GameCube's what I played, and Pool Nation, I think it was in that, it's my favourite mode, or one of my favourite modes. This one, not so much. I find the AI's a little bit too good in this. Even the amateur ones tend to do alright at it, because of the sheer multitude of pots they have available. And there have been instances where I've been here playing for a good 10 minutes trying to beat an opponent. So it does get a little bit tedious playing in this mode. But it's not too bad. It's still alright, I think. Now, there's an interesting mechanic with this particular version. I don't know if I'll be able to show it here. I hopefully will. You pop the black and you gain a life. You don't get that in any of the other versions I've played anyway. If you pop multiple balls in the shot, you gain a life as well, because I did it on the break-off. And basically, if you miss the balls, you lose a life. You lose all your lives and it's game over. And that's really all there is to it. It's one of the easier ones to play, and I could imagine against other people this would definitely be a fun mode. But against the AI, not so much. Oh, well, that was rubbish, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think I would really want to finish this off because it will take too long. So I'll move on to the other modes. It's not in this category. Not this category either. Accumulator. This one, it's basically like 15 to 1, I think it was in Pool Paradise. Each point is worth the value on each ball. Each point. Each ball is worth the value of what's on it. So, if it's the 1 ball, you get 1. If it's the 2, and so on. The snag with this mode is you have to hit the ball that's first. You know, that's the lowest number. In this case, 1. You can, and in this particular version, you can't actually pot any of the other balls, because if you do, it counts as a foul, and you actually lose that number of points. I can't hit it anyway, so I'm not bothered. This, for me, makes it a little bit worse than the other versions of this game. As you can see, I've got 12 points from that particular shot there. But it's still alright. It's not my favourite mode. Honestly, I feel like, to be honest with you, my favourite mode's probably actually just the normal 8 or 9 ball. In this particular game, I don't feel like I enjoy them as much. I couldn't really do much there. I probably could have potted it, but, you know, commentating and trying to play at the same time is a little bit tricky. Even in a game like this where I probably could just take my time and pot anyway. Okay, where's the 3? I need to try and forward plan. The 3's up there. Great. So, pot that. And nearly snooker myself. The 4's over there. God knows how we're going to do that. We can get onto it, but we can't really pot it, can we? So, whatever. Let's move on to the next mode then, because we'll be here all day. I think the final mode is Royal Rumble, which is essentially exactly the same thing as Speed Pot. You have to clear the table. Oh, hang on. No, there is a slight difference. It's once again very similar, but this is like kind of like the endurance mode in or Zen mode. No, it is called endurance in Pool Nation, where you have to pot them all as quickly as you can. But if you take too long, you get extra balls added, which of course makes your task harder. Not so much in this particular one because it's really easy. But yeah. So yeah, this one's not too bad. This is probably my favourite optional mode just because it goes by a bit quicker than most of the others do. God, I really am playing dreadfully, aren't I? I honestly do not play this badly normally. It's just I'm not really concentrating on it too much. So yeah. Trust me, if I played this badly, I wouldn't have even been able to beat the Amateur League. Because it does get really hard later on. Oh, come on now, really? Doesn't help I'm rushing as well. We might actually fail this challenge, seriously. How can we fail this? Just 2 more to go. And we're going to fail. Unless that goes in off, which it didn't. Come on, quick, 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 quick. Can we do it? See, that's the other problem I have with this game, is that sometimes the camera will waste time for you. It doesn't stop while it's in between shots to let you, you know, I think it's a bit unfair in that regard. It will keep, the time will keep going anyway. You know, even when the camera's panning around, and sometimes I've lost a good 5 seconds nearly for that reason. And I think, honestly, that's a little bit rubbish. I think they could have improved that a bit. Okay, so anyway, trophies for those of you who might be interested. I feel like this game's got some interesting ones, but at the same time they're really grindy. Just basic ones like win the games, win so many, complete the tutorial, career-based mode, career mode-based trophies. Then you got these where it's like get so many accolades. That one's a pain. That one's an absolute pain and going to take a freaking age to get because of just how much you got to do. These are rank ones. Once again, these take an age. I mean, I've probably played this game, obviously not solidly, but probably a good 5 nights worth, and it took me all that time just to get to that. So, yeah, it's going to take an absolute age to get that. It also doesn't help that sometimes the accolades glitch a bit, although they haven't glitched for me personally with the trophies. Other miscellaneous objectives like that. That one I don't know how I got. That one for some reason detected a bank shot and I hadn't done it. Double shot, I keep trying and I keep coming close. I hate online consecutive win trophies. I wish they'd stop putting those in. It's annoying because the reason being because you just know that 99% of people who have them have boosted, and so even if you're the 1% of people who haven't boosted, people are just going to assume you boosted anyway. What's the point? And they're unfair because you could obviously lose your connection, which isn't your fault, and you have people quit out when they're losing, which once again isn't your fault. So I really wish developers would stop putting those in. That I haven't done. That's actually going to be a tough one, I think. And then these are another online as well, I think. Which makes for quite a tricky platinum, hence the 0.1%. I don't think I'm going to get that one. I'm quite into my trophies, as you could probably tell from that, but I really just don't see myself getting it. I don't really think I'd enjoy it enough. Yeah, so anyway, that was Pool Nation. No, it wasn't. That was pure Pool. Well, at least to be fair, unlike Steve Benway, I did remember after a bit. Steve will just be like, oh, I've forgotten what the game's called. Nah, I'm only kidding, Steve. Well, you do that, but I'm only kidding. I don't mean to sound like I'm making fun of you. Anyway, Pool Nation. It was £8, I think, when I bought it, and I think it probably, certainly if you've got friends to play with, would be worth the price. Although I personally would prefer to have to play Pool Nation or even Pool Paradise again. This one is not bad, and considering it's the PS4 and it's still reasonably early in the console's life, it might be worth adding to your collection if you're into this kind of game. So this has been Atsuma Kareem. I thank you for watching if you did, and I shall see you next time for something else. Ciao for now. Geronimo! Bye.